Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of TCG Talk, back today with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to have a little fun. I'm going to give you my top 5 things I most hope to see in the Ninja class going forward, whether we go to Mysteria or just get new Ninja stuff in general, whether it be a hero or an archetype, just some cool fun things that I would like to see, and also get your thoughts as a community and people who also play Ninja, maybe get some cool other ideas out there and see if one of them comes up at some point. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. Feel free to check out my other content. Been doing a lot of Bright Lights content as it's set to release this week. If you're a long-standing supporter, thank you so much as always. Feel free to check out the Patreon and the Discord down below. Discord's been super active. We've had a lot of people talking in there. Definitely love the conversation. Always try to respond to everyone who talks in the Discord, so please feel free to check that out. But yeah, so 5 things here. They're just for fun. It's not saying like I wish or I hope like Ninja does this so I can have more fun with it. This is like really fun, cool, kind of 10 hat theory things out there that I think would be really awesome for the class moving forward, but also they have to be able to balance these things and, you know, mess with it going forward. So the first thing, and the thing that's probably been talked about if you've ever talked to people who play the Ninja class, is Shadow Ninja. Shadow Ninja is probably one of the like more fun theories to think about. A lot of people have seen or been theorizing like being able to play from Banish Zone more. Obviously, you discard when you discard a card with combo and you go get another card when you're playing Katsu, you put it in your Banish Zone to play it. We've seen other Banish Zone effects like Break Tide be played, Crouching Tigers go to Banish Zone. So there have been some Banish Zone like manipulation or teasing almost in the Ninja class, but I would love to see like a dedicated like evil affiliated or like darker side affiliated Shadow Ninja hero come into the fold at some point. I think they could do some really cool things with similar like Vincent, where if you play things out of the Banish Zone, there's some type of buff associated with it. Obviously, there would be some balance there because Ninja normally has a lot of action points and can go very wide, and the current card pool could also maybe help supplement that. So they'd have to be able to balance it correctly. But I think that this is like the lowest hanging fruit of the 5, I think, with me. Something I just would love to see, all just from a flavor and archetype perspective. I love Vincent. I love like the kind of darker mystique, more shadow based, not shadow just class, but shadow like archetype style heroes like Arachne and Muziri, like assassin type. So this would be a really fun thing to see. And I think most Ninja players have been playing for a while. You've heard this tossed around at some point. So that's definitely number 1 for me. Number 2, it's a little bit different from my play style, but defensive Ninja. We see cards like Wax On and Wax Off be made, right? And in a nutshell, in a vacuum right now, they're not very good. Like, we'll just call a spade. But it'd be really cool to see like a burly, like big armored samurai style ninja just get implemented into the game at some point. A ninja that's maybe focused on like a certain, there's different art styles and different fighting styles in like that culture. There's very defensive styles as well. I don't know if you've ever read into it, but definitely check it out. There's different styles that they go in. There's like more limber and kind of, mid-range styles, but there's also very defensive styles of not just martial arts, but of swordsmanship. And I would like them to see like some type of defensive archetype, right? Maybe not like an Oldheimer or Bravo or anything like that, because you do have to, again, they're going to have to weigh the current card pool and the offensive firepower it has. But having a defensive style ninja that maybe plays off of Wax On and Wax Off properly could be really cool. I also think being able to use like the fine center line and being able to have Zen State tokens like be created pretty consistently, although that would be a very hard thing to balance, would be really cool to see. And just overall like take a different stab at Ninja, right? Ninja's very much known as aggro archetype. There at one point was a Turtle Katsu at the very start of the game archetype, but since then it's pretty much gone to the way of aggro, and it'd be really cool for them to be able to bring back that value-based style. And also when it comes to the game itself, you can definitely see the LSS is taking, I mean, it's pretty obvious they're taking a more concerted approach with these new heroes. A lot of these new heroes, although powerful and although really flavorful and good, are definitely not to the level that we saw with like Tales of Aria and Monarch-based heroes as far as power level. So getting back to like that value game of Flesh and Blood would be really cool, and I think a defensive ninja would really kind of go with that perfectly. So that would be really fun to see. A third thing, and this is really specific, but a throwing weapon-based ninja. I want to see a ninja with kunai. I want to see a ninja with some type of like ranged weapon or ability where maybe if it hits so many times it comes back to them and they can hit it again or something like that. Something that's really flavorful. There's several notable ranged weapons in that culture and in that archetype, so that would be really fun to see. I think kunai, like poison kunai or something like that, would be really cool. Have a little bit of synergy also with assassin. We've also seen some more dagger style archetypes be presented with like flick knives, and we have cards like plunge and hurl, and like really utilizing the daggers to their ability. So maybe if we could have another dagger that's not Kodachi, maybe would be really cool, like some type of hurling dagger. But just a throwing weapon, I think, would be really cool. Obviously, they have to balance it properly, but seeing that could just give some more diversity, because that's the one thing moving forward with Ninja that I think is going to be very interesting, is how do you get better than Kodachis? I think they're really going to have to just take a wild different approach where it's not like it's better or worse than Kodachis. It's kind of the same. It's just a totally different way to play, because honestly, Kodachis are extremely powerful when you couple them with the synergies of like Mask Momentum and things like that. Like, yes, we've had very powerful weapons in the game like Rosetta Thorn and weapons such as that, but Kodachis with their synergy with the Ninja Kit, it's really hard to like top that, to be honest. But I think they could try that with the throwing weapon archetype. It'd be really fun to see. Like I said, kunais would be my first choice, but they could really go a bunch of different directions with it. The fourth one is a legendary chess piece. This is just, the needy flesh and blood player that I am. We have Flick Knives and Tiger Stripe Shuko at the legendary slot for arms. Flick Knives are good, but they're more until they like present a dagger archetype, which hopefully they do, maybe with the weapon changes. Flick Knives is more suited for assassin than ninja right now. Then you have the legendary headpiece and Mask Momentum, and again, Tiger Stripe Shuko at the arm piece. So we technically don't have a legendary leg or chest. Breeze Rider Boots, although not legendary, is majestic, and I treat it as a legendary. That card's insanely powerful and now actually has the card pool to support it. So really, we're just looking for a legendary chest piece at the most. I don't know how they would structure it. We do use things like Heart and Cross Strap very well, and Tunic very well, and even at a common level like Vest of the First Fist. So being able to have some type of cool thematic, like almost like gi style chest piece would be really cool. Or like a samurai armor. Again, if they went the defensive ninja route, I think that they could do something with like a big burly samurai armor and like the samurai helmet. I think that could be really cool. But yeah, this is just like the needy flesh and blood player in me wanting to have a legendary chess piece. It's the one thing that we've never really gotten. I mean, even as I'm looking at it right now, right, even if I take out the rarity and I just do chess piece here off the fly, there's not a whole lot when it comes to that. So really trying to just get more flexibility, if it were to say, in the ninja class. Like, the only chess pieces we have are Blazing Yori now, and now Blood Scent from the Tolarian Community College kit. So both of those are really tech pieces or commoner pieces. So a really cool legendary chess piece would be awesome to see. And then finally, this one is similar to the Shadow Ninja, but a little bit different. I would love, this is like super fairy tale land, wouldn't have this, but I would love to have an assassin ninja dual hero class, or hero. We've had dual class heroes already, and I think we could have some really cool stuff here with assassin and ninja. They have a lot of similarities. Obviously, we already have the assassin ninja equipment with like flick knives and stuff, and hurl being able to be played in both. I really think it'd be really awesome to see like this almost like shinobi style assassin ninja hero that deals like, if it deals almost like ninjutsu from Magic, to be honest, where it deals like damage that you weren't expecting. If they do a certain thing, maybe it does extra damage or it has an additional effect on hit effect. I think that could be really cool. I just want to see that archetype. My favorite like cultural archetype in that culture specifically is like the shinobi or like the assassins. So being able to have that in the game would be really cool. And I don't know how they would put it in, because I'm assuming the next obvious major ninja area we're going to is Mysteria. I need to read into the lore a little bit more. I have read a good amount of it, and I'm going to share some of that on the channel, but I don't know how much like the darker side of ninjas are in that area. I think Mysteria is mostly about elemental, like the elements and the different fighting practices. So I'm definitely going to share more of that on the channel with you all. But yeah, seeing an Assassin Dual Ninja here would be really fun. I think it would be a cool take on the class and a natural good synergy, to be completely honest. But yeah, super quick video, pretty easy. These are my top 5 things I think I would like to see in Ninja. Some of them are very broad, some of them are more specific. But I'd love to know your thoughts. Everybody kind of has their own fun thing they'd like to see. It can be something really specific. You can give a certain type of cards you'd like to see, maybe an archetype, maybe a little bit different on Katsu or Benji or Ira, whatever the case may be. Be as specific or as general as you want in the comments, but I would love to hear y'all's feedback as a community when it comes to the Ninja class. But yeah, if you like this type of content, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. If not me, it's totally fine. Go to our Flesh and Blood career, leave a like, comment, subscribe on their stuff so we can get more people seeing this game. And I will see y'all next time on TC Talk. Thank y'all so much.